Welcome to Pause on Purpose and our special series on unity in the community. And we're talking about these dashboard gauges that the Spirit of God measures in our life to determine how well we are preserving the unity. See, God gives us unity when we join the family of God by faith. It's by grace through faith that we're saved. And when we do that, God gives us unity with other believers. Why? Because the Spirit of God is in that other person and in me and in all around us. Therefore, we have something in common, and He is called the Holy Spirit. That gives us unity. Much like my extended family, we were all united by our grandmother and grandfather Fredericks. Everyone gathered around them. They were always the central point. How much more is the Holy Spirit our focal point in the church that is led by Jesus Christ? Holy Spirit is there. And he's mentioned first here in these two sequences of 7 attributes about unity in verses 1 through 4 of the book of Ephesians, chapter 4. And so now we're moving on. We've been through humility, gentleness, patience, forbearance, love. Now Paul says, being diligent to preserve the unity of the Spirit. Now, we've already talked about the unity of the Spirit being something that God has already given to us, but we're called to actively being diligent to preserve. What exactly does that mean? Well, we kind of touched on that today during our message on Sunday, I mean. And the problem is what how do you define diligence? For some people, it just means one and done. But that's not what the word means here. Warren Wiersbe writes the word being diligent means being eager to maintain or guard that unity. Another scholar says it's the zealous effort and care to maintain what God has given to us by the Spirit of God. And the only way we preserve it is when we actively pursue peace between us and others that we know we may be at odds with. Doesn't mean if we don't know, we're not going around looking for problems. But if we know we have issues with someone or someone has issues with us, we have to proactively pursue unity. And again, it's not a one and done, it's to be proactive. Beloved, when it comes to unity, God is so interested in this. He spends this much time showing us and takes great effort. And the beautiful thing is, number one, unity is a gift. Number two, the graces to maintain it, the power to maintain it, is not something we produce either. It is something that comes only from the Spirit of God. And all we have to do is rely on Him and say, Lord, I'm called to maintain unity. Help me to show love today. Help me to show humility. Help me to be gentle. Help me to be patient, forbearing, demonstrating love. And especially, Lord, give me the endurance to go the extra mile in maintaining the unity. And God will. He'll give you some tests along the way to stretch our muscles and make us stronger. But in the end, we'll be going with God. And we know what happens because He always goes with us.